Got another episode of Here for the Beer. You got the boy Chad, you got the boy Eli, it's your boy Mike. Sponsors here. I know last time you didn't recognize me because I was wearing a sweater, but I'm back. I'm better than ever. All right. What we drinking this time? We got Bubble Stash.
Bro, I didn't even tell you guys. I got to the LCBO with like 1 minute to spare.
Jeez.
And I just grabbed the first two things I
really?
saw, bro. Yeah.
They let you in? They give you a look?
Yeah. No, not even. A few more people came in after me still. They were being nice.
Yeah, they're running.
It's actually clutch. Shout out to them. Shout out to the LCBO.
Yeah,
If you're in America, you don't know about that. If you're in Quebec, you don't know about that.
The SAQ.
SAQ. And then SAAQ is a license plate, eh?
Yeah,
Speaking
took
of
it back
which,
from me,
please
bro.
don't stop me, bro.
This is pretty good. I like this. Strong though.
How much percent?
6.2.
Damn.
The initial taste was pretty nice.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough.
What we talking about today? What we talking about today?
Holy.
Joking. That's a prank.
Yo, we're
jump
jumping
into it.
straight into
We're just going straight in.
the
It's not new. It's
nitty-gritty.
not a new thing. We just get right into the
So
meat.
I asked these guys a question off camera,
Okay.
and I
Snitch.
said save it. So I hope they had a couple minutes to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The question of the day is, what makes you feel validated?
Hmm.
In
Why don't-
however you want to take that.
Start it off, though.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I'm the question master. You get
Oh, no.
No, do your thing.
You don't know the new format?
question guy answers the question first.
That's what I heard.
It's a one-man show. All right. I don't know, man. Like, cause validation to me could be broad. Like, there's validation amongst different groups. There's like personal validation where it's like I feel like I'm worthy of my own praise. Sometimes, like if I accomplish something I've achieved, I feel validated in my ability and my competency to achieve more. And then like lately I've been doing like a lot more home renos and the DIY.
There's
kind
nothing
of stuff.
better. Yo,
Yeah, and
doing
then-
something that you're saving money on
Yeah.
instead of calling a guy
Yeah.
is...
It makes you feel like, yo, I have.
I'm not that guy at all, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, like I put together a playground thing for my daughter the other day, and I felt
You felt
on
nice.
top of the
You felt
world.
nice, man. You
Took
felt-
me,
you
it
felt
took me a
like, yo.
long time, but hey,
Yeah, like I'm a man's man.
yo, I felt
yeah.
nice, bro. That's
Yeah.
that's not a me kind of job,
And-
but I pulled it up for that day,
But it
bro.
can be though. You
Daughter
have the
was
juice.
like,
now you got the juice.
Can't wait to play. Yo, let me
Let
finish
me
this
go
up,
do
yo.
it,
I'm working.
man. Like-
What's a screwdriver,
Yeah.
bro?
It's some serious construction work. Bro.
Yo, but yeah, I hear
No,
that.
that definitely validates you, and then especially you get like a little love from your girl or whatever. She's like, "Oh, you did a good job."
Yeah.
Whatever. It's validating. You're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I did that." I did
Yeah. I was asking her, I was like, yo,
I'm like, "You jump on that. Yo,
It's,
you climb up on the jungle
it's,
gym."
it's nice that I did that, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
100%.
Like that kind of stuff makes you feel validated. And then there's like a broader scope is like, are you successful in your life, career, relationships, and those kind of things. And then I think like guys don't really get as much like verbal affirmation as they'd like. You know what I mean? Like if you look good as a guy, you're not getting a compliment on it. Like you
Yeah.
gotta look really good.
Yeah.
Like you gotta look real good. Like a regular guy leaving the house, he's like, you'll never be acknowledged about your looks. So like sometimes you feel validated, like you're getting like Instagram likes, or even just getting a little attention on the I don't know, a girl smiles at you or something. That's validating for a guy, right? Where a girl is like creepy because they get smiled at by
Yeah.
every guy, right? So I guess it just depends. To me, yeah, I guess it depends on the scope of which we're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
That's
I think the validation definitely for myself especially, I don't really get it as much from other people. But for instance, if I have a day where you wake up early, you get everything that you need to do accomplished, and for some reason just with the universe things just seem to work out when you're actually like sticking to a schedule, you're doing the things that need to be done, the shit that nobody sees but it has to be done, and then you get rewarded for that. So that kind of validation for me especially, because I don't like, for instance, like Instagram likes and all that kind of stuff, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. Like it doesn't do anything for me. But like if I feel accomplished in my day and like I feel like I got everything done because I did all the hard stuff and the stuff that nobody sees, that's validation for me. Because for some reason, good things always happen when something like that happens for me.
I heard a
for
saying,
reason.
it's like luck favors those in motion. So when you're rolling, it's
Yeah.
like good things find you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think it really just it does depend on like
Stole
the
my
reason for what?
answer. Stole my answer. Whatever.
Oh, you had first dibs on answers. Yeah, I think it really does depend on like who like you're doing it for, in a sense. Like if you're doing something for, let's say if we're playing sports, right? And we're doing it for our city, or we're doing it for our team, or we're doing it for our coach, or whatever it is, then that's the person that you'd want the validation from. They say, yo, good job.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
guess so.
you
Yeah,
know?
I guess
if
so.
you're like, so it's like, for example, let's just say we're doing something work-wise, but we honestly don't care about the work. We're good at it, whatever, we're bad at it, who cares? But it's like we're doing that work for our family. If like wifey's like, hey, good job, you know, then
Yeah.
it means more because it's like, yo, I'm doing this for us. So
True.
that means a lot. That validation is
True.
appreciated, you know? Like even if people give you like 100 high fives at work, and like, I don't care about you
I don't
guys,
care,
you
yeah.
know? But if the wifey gives you like one high five, it's like,
Yeah.
like plans in motion.
And that's
right?
important, man.
So I think it really just depends on like the purpose like of what we're doing it
That's
for,
important,
for how the
eh?
validation
That's
feels.
For those,
interesting. Like Trav's perspective was more on like internal validation, and yours was more like situational validation from specific people. It's
Yeah.
more like who you're being validated
like,
from, rather than the actual
from the
validation
internal
itself.
standpoint, it'd be like if you're doing it for yourself, then you know
Yeah.
you're gonna want that validation and feel good for yourself. You
Yeah.
know,
But
So-
that's another thing there too, is like you don't know how far something goes for someone. Like a little, yo, you did good there. That could go
Yeah.
so far for
And
someone
I think that's
without
hard
them
to
knowing.
come by sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
especially-
you
so,
don't
hey,
get it, yeah.
The partners, man. Like
Yeah.
guys might seem like they got everything going, like it's all good in the mind
Yeah.
and everything, but bro, a little
Check
you know,
in, a
yeah,
little high five.
Yo, you're doing well.
Yeah, or like
That-
a little bit of appreciation. Like,
something.
Yeah, a little bit of appreciation. Like, you know, I see what the effort you're putting
Yeah.
in. I see the sacrifice you're making, right? And,
Yeah.
like, that kind of stuff.
That
Like,
stuff goes a long way.
And I guess, yeah, that's a whole different direction, because validation and appreciation kind of go hand in hand.
yeah.
Because you usually feel validated when you feel appreciated. And like appreciation's hard to come by too, because if you're not going above and beyond or doing something exceptional, then it's rare that you're being appreciated for the mundane things that are equally as necessary and equally as like difficult to accomplish. Like you're saying, even just a workout routine. Yeah, like deadlifting 500 pounds is amazing, but it's harder to go to the gym every day for 2 years
Exactly.
than to, you know,
Yeah.
you're not going to hit that PR without the dedication, right?
consistency,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you think there's such thing as too much validation?
yes.
I think so. I think like our the whole like social media platforms
God.
are
I was
at
gonna
least
touch on
off
that.
of
Yeah.
too much validation, right?
That's what I was
It
kinda
comes
saying
to a
with the
point
looks,
that like
like-
validation, too much validation turns people into like feeling like they're gods.
That's what they
In a
were.
sense,
I was reading
you know?
stuff about that. How like social media has really spiked dopamine in people's brains, and it's like l- you're getting so much validation that like the things that really matter, they just don't hit as hard as they should, because you're so used to the
True.
dopamine spike. So I
It's literally
definitely,
like a drug at that point.
yeah, especially for
Literally.
like women and stuff. In my opinion, at least,
Yeah.
like they feel a little too hot sometimes. You know.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of saying. It's like it's really rare for a guy to get that sort of attention. Like he's got to be like, I don't know, next level, right? But like an average girl gets that type of attention. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what kind of guy would get that type of attention,
Yeah.
but like to be over.
You gotta be, like,
you got to be like
top
the
G.
top guy. Yeah,
Top
like
G, that's it.
Top G, yeah, legit.
So-
But like, yeah, I think that's like shallow validation. You know what I mean?
But it's something like in a world where it's like harder to get validation from other people, like in person, but it's easy to get via social media.
That's what's weird about
Like,
the world
it's-
today, right?
It's kind of like the shallow validation is sometimes all people can get, so it's all they can chase. You know, it's like chasing that high just from a different source.
And then,
Right.
like, do you get to a point where, like, you get too much validation, and then if you don't feel like your levels of validation are being met, do you then feel like you're being
I think it like
Dismissed?
I
That's
think it
why-
really, I think it will just come down to like coming back to what I was saying before in terms of like what the reason for whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
So like if somebody's like they're doing like I don't know like they're a food blog, let's just say. But they like really just like enjoy food and they just do it because like and it makes them some money on the side. They pay their bills. They spend time with their family. They work from wherever they want. And it's like whatever. Like some posts get a lot of likes, some don't. But I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing every day, so I don't really care, right? Versus a person
well,
that's
that's
like
you give yourself the validation in that
yeah,
equation.
it's like the family is them. They get to try all these different foods. Some people like their stuff, some people don't, but they don't really care because they actually enjoy traveling everywhere, eating different foods, and being with their family, right?
Yeah.
Versus like there's a, like if someone's like just doing like ass and titties because they're just trying to get as many likes as they can because they need that feeling of like being liked. then the difference between getting one less like each day actually sucks up that person.
It's unfortunate
dry,
because like a lot of those people, like that's how they see their value.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah,
sex
yeah,
appeal,
yeah,
you know? And it's
yeah,
like you're
yeah.
more than that, you know.
And then once it stops, it's like all that.
Yeah, and then it's like now you don't feel like you're worthy of love.
It's controversial and stuff,
Yeah.
and it sucks to say, but that's why people say that like suicide and like mental health is a first world issue because like in parts where they don't have the option to be like they gotta work. They no matter what they gotta get up and they gotta go to work and they have to provide for their family. There's no time to have mental health and stuff. You know what I mean? So. I don't know.
That's
man.
a big thing for me though, is like access to therapy and access to mental health education.
For sure. If you have, that's why.
That's a whole nother thing.
But that's the thing. If you have
yeah.
access to it, take it because people
take
like
it. But it's like, again, like it's like you're saying, like a rich person thing. Like you don't like if you're so stressed about little things and all the day-to-day stuff, you don't even have the time to recognize your
Are they creating things in your mind too?
Well, you can still be depressed. It's just you don't have the time or the, I don't know, cognitive space to actually acknowledge your feelings.
Yeah,
you're just stuck in whatever,
I gotta feed my kids,
kind of
bro. That's all it is, right?
Yeah.
Especially in other parts of the world where there's legit issues going on. Especially if you're like a woman in a certain country, they don't have time to be like feeling sorry for themselves, bro. They gotta get dinner on the.
It's unfortunate, but it's the reality, right?
Honestly,
it's unfortunate that they don't even have time to like check in on themselves and stuff like that. They don't even have like a break, no days off.
I don't know, man. That's why I think like here it's just, I don't know. I think our values are so messed up over here compared to like where things have just been going in the last few decades. Like it's just, I don't know. I think that's why the West is like, or at least the new superpowers that are like kind of forming, like China and Russia and everything, they're all literally like sort of taking over now just because our values are getting so like out of whack.
We're kind of
over
crumbling from within.
Honestly, it's getting so like just weird, and we're just focusing on the wrong things. It's privilege at the end of the day.
A lot of it is just distractions. Like it's not really relevant to the world.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just internal conflict. That's just a distraction from anything that actually matters.
Exactly.
Right? And like the back to like to kind of bring that back to the validation thing. It's just like we need to be validated on such superficial levels that we kind of lose sight on actual meaningful forms of validation, like a love from your kid or your wife, or friends or whatever. And being a teacher, helping raise us, like helping a teacher, not in like a literal sense, like I'm a teacher, but like I'm someone who's passing on knowledge to the next person. I'm shaping the future. Validation in that sense, right? And then we all want validation in our social identities and those kind of things like that.
TikTok models and stuff, and like that's the
and then
gods.
liking them, and then that's where they're based
so
their
fucked
value
up,
on,
man.
and then girls compare themselves to them.
It's
and
weird.
They don't feel
man.
validated.
I feel weird for my kids, man. Honest to God, and I just, no offense to all like the, no, I'm not going there.
No.
I'm not going. I'm not going there. Fuck it. It's just weird, man.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like when we were growing up, even us, our generation, like they're saying that we kind of grew up kind of weird, but I feel like we're like the last real, like legit generation, just because we all played in the streets. There wasn't like no one was like
we had a
hiding behind a keyboard.
without technology.
If you had issues with people, like you settled it like face to face kind of thing. It's so
cyberbullying
weird.
was just getting lit when I was like middle school.
Yeah, but you're younger. You're younger.
But like middle school is just when cyberbullying was up.
That's true. We had to be aware of it. Too.
Yeah.
Like it just started like entering because no one had like any way to regulate it.
Exactly.
When it first came out, so people just say whatever they want.
Yeah, exactly.
It was so
especially
Wild
MSN
West,
Messenger.
bro.
It
was
was
crazy.
MSN Messenger.
Like
That was
crazy.
it.
Yo, my friend sent that.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't me.
Those are dope.
You're like, yo,
Those are
BRB.
dope times.
But I'm saying like that transition. Like I had an iPhone in grade 10.
Okay, rich.
So I'm saying like
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
Okay.
In grade 10?
Grade 10, DeVille.
He was getting money though.
I worked.
Yeah,
I worked.
you had the
I refereed.
OG.
I was refereeing high school games, playing high school games,
Jeez.
and I took my whole paycheck, bought my mom a diamond
bought his mom a house?
necklace, and I bought an
Right
iPhone.
out of high
But that was
Yeah,
it, bro.
You bought your mom
how'd you get your iPhone?
My mom bought it. Bro.
Yeah, no, bro. No.
I didn't have no money, bro.
I had the first iPhone.
I didn't
bro.
have lunch, bro. I just went home hungry.
Bro, I
iPhone was
remember,
fresh, though. Get your
yeah,
number,
bro.
though.
Me and Kwame, on lunch break, I had like the drums app, and we were like be trying to make beats and
Really?
shit on the drums. Bro. I
You were
remember that
yay, bro.
shit. You remember that
Then yeah,
shit,
it's
bro.
a great time.
It was dope, man.
No, that's yeah. My mom,
That's actually
my mom
sick.
bought mine still. But you know what? I missed the whole BlackBerry wave. I never had a
BlackBerry
BlackBerry.
was
Never had a
so
BlackBerry,
dope.
yeah.
Yo, you never had one?
Like I was getting no girls, bro. No one was texting me.
That
You
was
know
the
what I'm saying?
dope.
Like,
Bro, BlackBerry was
Still
a
had to
legit.
hop on
I
it,
missed
yeah.
I left
wave.
the iPhone to get a BlackBerry.
Literally.
Still.
my younger
Literally.
sister had one. I had this
BBM
phone.
Messenger.
Slide.
Which one? Chocolate?
You know those. What's it called? LG Rumor or something.
The
like that? Not
LG,
Rumor.
LG used to put out some dope
Was
stuff
it LG?
too.
It was something like that. Like I
Actually.
slide up.
Yeah.
A horizontal slide. I was texting on that though.
That was pretty dope. But BlackBerry was definitely
I didn't
dope.
have like
BBM Messenger
BBM
was
though.
everything.
BBM was so.
I was just looking at my friend's phone, like seeing the status. I was jealous.
Yeah, that was dope.
Jealous. But I was on a 2-year contract. 3-year contract.
Probably on,
Just
like,
in
the
that
school
wave.
plan.
I was like, yeah, Mom, I'll take that phone. I don't care that
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Jeez,
yeah.
big mistake.
Big mistake.
And that's why I never messed up again. Straight iPhone since, bro.
Damn,
Yeah, it was a
bro.
life lesson, man. Missed the waves.
Missed the waves, bro.
Yeah, wasn't validated, bro.
That's it,
Couldn't get a
man.
text back. Yeah.
BBM was real
get a
validation, bro.
Putting that back.
I couldn't get a text back, bro. Like, why does your message look like that? Tough.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, you gotta get on the iPhone wave too soon.
No, not at all.
What, your phone? Oh, you got a new phone?
I got a new phone, so well, like a new old phone.
It's fixed.
Like
Damn,
do you
that's
mean it's
nice.
Bro, you have the worst luck with
Because
phones.
didn't you throw your phone out the
Holy-
window or something? Like, what happened to your phone? Didn't your phone
no,
break?
but it was cracked. Like the screen was cracked for
Oh,
like
yeah.
48
Didn't it
hours.
fall out the window or I'm
Yeah, I
tripping?
called you the day after. Okay, no,
Yeah.
it didn't fall out the window. It
Oh,
was
I'm tripping.
it just dropped and like the whole screen went black
Oh,
screen.
I thought it fell out the window.
That was cheese.
Maybe
I
I'm
got it
making
fixed. So that day I talked to you, I got it fixed.
What phone is that?
Just a Samsung S23, S21.
okay.
I just went up one.
No, you should have won iPhone.
No. I like the first of all, like I don't like the transfer of information. Like I could just transfer it from one phone to the other phone, keep everything.
Start fresh, bro.
No,
what
that's
are you
crazy.
holding on to?
That's a lot of
That's
work.
baggage, bro.
That's baggage.
Yes, I'm
bro.
saying it's a weight.
That's momentum.
That's the-
Why would I
Take
stop the
that weight off
momentum,
your
bro?
back,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Just move on.
You just
son.
want me to stop? That's crazy.
Does wifey
I
have
got
an
the
iPhone?
momentum moving
Does wifey have
forward.
an iPhone?
She does. Still.
So she's getting green text.
I don't know
Maria
what she's
did hate
getting.
that,
I know
bro.
what I'm
Yeah,
Maria
that's
getting.
hated
not
that.
I
it,
don't know
man.
what she's getting.
That was my
bro.
best
You know
phone
she's
I ever
getting
had,
green
man.
text, bro. I get green text from you.
Okay.
I'm like Michael again.
Just use WhatsApp, bro.
I need to see iMessage.
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is such
No
a
one uses
I
WhatsApp.
love
That's
WhatsApp.
such
I
a
use
third
WhatsApp
world
hard.
like
Yeah, WhatsApp
I
is
use
a
it
that's,
hard.
a, that's
like
only my
Canadian
uncles and
WhatsApp
aunts in
every-
Guyana
every
and shit,
day,
bro.
yeah.
Every scare that-
Sending me
yeah.
weird memes, bro. Like I don't know what you're sending me,
Yeah.
bro. Oh,
Yeah, that's
man.
not a Canadian thing, but hey, man, honestly, I'm proud of you for being you.
Hey,
I'm
honestly, it was my
validating-
best
I'm
phone
validating
still.
you.
Samsung,
Samsungs are way better than
my
iPhones.
best phone.
Androids are way
It's just
better.
like
Just iPhones are just so simple and people
Swag,
don't want to
though.
think, bro.
It's the drip, man.
That's my thing.
it's not even
don't
a
wanna
trip.
think.
It's just
How much
accessibility.
can you customize your
That's all
phone?
it
You don't
is.
even care
The
to customize
Samsung-
it.
What do we need to
Samsung is-
customize, bro? I have a
Exactly.
regular
You don't
picture
even know.
background.
You're
What
like,
do
yo,
you
I just
want?
want to wake up and just turn
Wake
on my
up,
phone.
alarm clock.
You have no
Instagram,
creativity. You
TikTok.
have no flexibility in your life.
It's
That's
true,
the problem.
bro. I used to have a sick
Just want things to be
ringtone.
too
I'm the type of guy.
Slow
It's the
jams.
words I type that are creative, man.
No,
I'm a
but
lyricist.
like,
I
what
don't
about
need the
the
friggin'
apps? What
colors
about,
and
like,
pictures and
come
popping
on,
this,
man.
popping that. I'm a simple guy. I text Shorty a poem in the morning,
Damn.
and she's feeling herself. That's the
Let's hear it.
sauce.
Let's hear it.
I lied.
Roses are red. Hey.
I lied.
All right, bro.
Damn. All right. How are we feeling about these beers?
I liked it.
Yeah, I do too.
I actually liked it, but I'm thirsty right now, man.
Has
Yeah.
a nice flavor.
I like it. It's a nice flavor. It's kind of strong though. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. 6.2.
Yeah.
Bubble stash. Where is it from?
Notre
Creamer.
réservé du houblon.
Creamer?
rosé,
Yeah.
Creamer just got the beer,
Yeah, that's what I was
man.
thinking too when I read it.
mélangé d'arômes.
Creamer,
Yeah,
Ontario,
Ontario.
man.
Yeah, they got
Holy. I liked it, man. I'm going to give this a 7.8.
Yeah, it's in the sevens for sure.
Yeah, I say around 7. I say the same thing to be honest.
Yeah.
As corny as that sounds, 7.8.
I'll go 7.6.
There you go.
Because
Well, what were
7.8
you
is a
gonna
little
go?
high, yeah.
All right, cool. That's
You're up by
fine.
2
That's
points,
7.6.
bro. A little
I'm
high.
trying to bring it down a little bit. You guys want me to say 9.9 for everything, bro? I gotta average you
9.9.
out.
It's 9.9.
No, that's not 9.9. That fruit drink you brought was a 9.9.
Yeah, the sour.
That's
Jeez.
delicious,
The
bro.
sour was different. That was
Yeah,
juice.
but that
was
doesn't
juice.
count, though. That's
Yeah,
not
that's
the
a
same
headache,
list.
bro.
All right, man. That's another episode. Got the boy Chad, got the boy Eli, it's your boy Mike. Here for the beer. Sponsors here.